I'm having trouble with my phone. It won't let me do this live stream in landscape. It's telling me to go to advanced notifications. Let me put you in the holder. It's telling me to go to advanced notifications to, sorry about this, to change the setting to landscape, but I haven't got any advanced settings, I should say. Can't find any advanced settings either on my phone or on YouTube, so I'm not entirely sure what that even means. So I'm really annoyed. I don't know whether to go and start again and try and figure it out, because I can't really put this. Let's see, what can I do? This is I can't push it in the holder more because the holder is going to press the buttons on the side of the phone. So I need to lower this down a bit. Ooh, here we go. I'm so sorry about this. Does this look okay? Will this do for now? Let me know. I haven't got the microphone in, so I really thought I could live stream on my new camera, which is that. Apparently you can, but it would have to be on a computer, and then I tried to do it on my laptop the other day. I tried and I can't get it to do it on the laptop. I think that's to do with the laptop or me probably. So anyhow, yeah, then I tried to do a live stream as I normally do, and it's just saying that I needed to change the orientation. It wasn't going to let me do it in landscape. But anyhow, hello, hello Tracy, and you're just having a chat together. So yeah, the thing is, I'm constantly just looking at the phone like this, which is annoying. Anyway, I could put the laptop on so I can see comments on the laptop, but then I'll just be looking down at the laptop. I don't know. Whatever. So let's get on with it. Hello, thank you for being here. I have just today been to my local town and tried the new La Vie Belle L'Extrait. I thought I'd just quickly mention that, which I have on my arm here. And it's really quite nice. I first sprayed it, and there's a lot of iris, which I love. Almost a bit Dior Homme Parfum, sort of, but with a sweetness that comes through from La Vie Belle. And then as it wore on my skin, it did get sweeter and sweeter, but it did retain that lovely powdery sort of Dior Homme Parfum vibe at the same time. So it's quite nice, very, very strong. And yeah, I mean, for La Vie Belle, it's probably one of my, well, probably could be my favourite of all the La Vie Belles. It's really quite nice, so thought I'd mention that. And Draw Bite is here. Hello, I'm working, so I'm not really watching. Okay, well, it's good to not have you with us. And St Jenny is here as well. Hello, is it St Jenny or St Jeannie? How do we say it? So yeah, I've got all these, I've put them on a tray at the moment. All these samples, the tray needs A, dusting, and B, I'm not sure if it's silver or silver plated, it needs cleaning anyway. So yeah, all these samples from, what's it called, Rose, Juliet Rose, that's it, Juliet Rose. And I saw Tracy from Comfort Incense post about, I've seen a post before from Tracy, but this time I felt inspired to go, it's the packaging. I think those colours, they just absolutely get me. And so I was inspired to go and get some samples. There was a sale on as well, very reasonably priced. They're only about £3 a sample, and they're 3 mils as well. So pretty good prices. I can't remember the prices of the bottles, but they're not bad either. Tracy, you've bought a couple of bottles, haven't you? Let us know what you got, and if you know the price off your head, or roughly, then let us know. I think there's 2 sizes, just changing that. So let me know what you're all wearing today. I am on Unspoken Musk and then my arms are clean. Apart from now, I've got, actually my arms are not clean. I've got the La Vie Belle on up here, and then I did try a couple of these earlier. I decided, because there's so many, that it would make sense to put a few on my skin first, just to get to know them a little bit, so it's not all just pure first impressions on paper. So I may as well talk to you about the ones that I've already tried, and then yeah, okay, so I did try the white musk, and that one was there. White musk, I'll spray a little bit more to get the opening now. It now smells very much like an ISOE super type thing, but imagine ISOE super but a little bit creamier, not in a sweet way, but just like, imagine it was like mixed into a rich white body lotion. That's how it smells now. Scent Jenny is wearing Le Lion from Chanel today. Drawn by is wearing Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme. Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme. I'm not sure if I know that one. Is that a classic? Is it quite a long? Is it quite an old one? So yeah. So white musk is, to me, it's, I'm guessing it's aldehydes, but not Chanel fizzy, Chanel No. 5 fizzy aldehydes. You know, the soapy kind, the really smooth, clean, creamy, soapy kind of aldehydes. That's how it smells to me. So it's not quite the same as like the Body Shop's white musk. It's a little different, very soapy. Like, this could be a bubble bath kind of scent, you know. And M is wearing Poum by Maison Matine. I've heard of the brand. I've tried some from the brand, but I haven't heard of Poum. It's a strange name. I'm sure I'm sure it has a reason for its name. So yeah, white musk, quite a simplistic one. Very easy to wear. Starts off soapy and then sort of changes into a bit of a molecule one, but on a slightly cleaner, in a cleaner and smoother way. But very nice. Now the next one I tried is actually quite similar. Is Snugglebug. Yeah, Snugglebug. What a lovely name. What cute packaging. So I thought it was Snuggle Bunny, but there's bunnies in the drawer, like on the label. So that's probably why I thought it said Snuggle Bunny. I think I had this one over here, but I have showered since, because I tried them before my shower. I tried some of them before my shower. The white musk I think I tried after my shower. So, but yeah, so Snugglebug has a similar feel to white musk, but it's got sweeter nuances to it. So it's like the soapy aldehyde cleanliness of the white musk, but with some added maybe caramel, something sweet, quite sweet mixed in. But I remember when I had it on before, the cleanliness won out actually, and it didn't ever get that sweet. So it's like, it starts off, you think it's going to be really sweet. It's almost like an almondy, a slightly biscotti vibe. Yes, it's quite so sweet, biscotti, maybe biscotti with some toffee, but then the clean soapiness wins out. But I'm not sure how it dries down, because as I say, I showered it off. So there was still a faint something there, but obviously you can't really judge it. But yeah, that's Snugglebug. I think that's lovely. I think if you like sweet and clean, the idea of something that's sort of gourmand but also sort of cleanliness vibes at the same time, Snugglebug is nice and sort of, you know, lives up to its name. You would imagine fluffy. You know, it's like maybe eating waffles in bed. So that you've got clean white sheets that are fresh out of the washing machine and the dryer. Really lovely, like clean smelling sheets, and you're naughtily eating waffles with maybe a little bit of maple syrup on them or something. So yeah, that's nice. see, what do we have? St. Jenny says, love their bottles. Are we talking about Maison Martin? M says, Poom Poom is fruity, fresh, floral. I was going to walk and wanted a lift. Do you know how I read that? You was gonna go for a walk, you was gonna walk somewhere, but then you decided you wanted a lift instead. But I realise now that you wanted to lift you up whilst you're walking. Otherwise, you know, there's always Uber. It's a good summer scent, she says. Okay, so prices on these fragrances are £45 for 30ml, £48 for 50ml, and 58 to 65. Just checking this. Oh, they vary. Okay. Comfort, Tracy really enjoyed pistachio, almond, rose, and vanilla mango cream. I've got the pistachio one, I haven't got the mango one, so I'm not a big fan of those sort of fruits generally, although I can be surprised sometimes. So yeah, Snuggle Bug is getting less sweet on my hand as it did earlier, and more of that cleanly soapiness is coming through. So what else did I spray earlier? I did actually spray quite a few earlier. This was before my shower, and it's pink grapefruit rose sea salt. Pink grapefruit rose sea salt. This one initially reminded me of Blush of Dawn from Ikirio, and I think they've got some things in common in that it's a salty, fruity rose scent. This one I think I like better. The Blush of Dawn, to me, I don't know if it's cologne, something sort of salty and a bit sharp. I just don't seem to enjoy it, and I wonder if it's cologne, because the Ikirio one has a watermelon note, and I think cologne can smell watermelony, so I believe this might have cologne in it. There's something in there that I personally just find a little irritating, but it's not as strong as it is in the Ikirio, and there are different nuances that come out in this. On paper it's a bit different to how it was on my skin. So you definitely get that fresh, salty, it's like freezing cold salty water, but with this fruity, obviously in this it's grapefruit, with this fruity fresh, but it's quite a bitter, to me it's a bitter experience. Although I also felt like I got little bits of what was reminding me of Montal's Intense Cafe. So I got a sweeter, rosy gourmand element to it at the same time. Although on the paper I'm not sure that's coming out so much. But yeah, when I first sprayed it, I thought, oh, it's reminding me of Intense Cafe. Then it went in the more salty, bitter direction, and then a bit later I got more of a sweeter, more Intense Cafe kind of thing that came back. But it's nice, it's pretty. It's a pink, rose, grapefruit, sea salt fragrance, really. But I do think there's probably something sweeter in there as well, because it just sort of like slips in and out, which is strange. But yeah, so that one is, so it's probably a very summery fragrance. It's pink, grapefruit, rose and sea salt, very refreshing one. Tracy says she's trying Nina Bonita now, sweet and gooey marshmallow on me. I thought about that one and I didn't add it because I wondered if it, I don't like my gourmands too full on gourmand. I do like a perfuminess as well. Whilst I enjoy the smell of really gourmand fragrances, I don't tend to enjoy wearing them. I'd probably rather have them as a candle or something, if you know what I mean, or smell them on someone else. Whereas I think it just gets too intense, and they can be quite linear as well, very sweet fragrances for some reason. Okay, so yeah, pink grapefruit, rose, sea salt, that was that last one we spoke about. Very pleasant, fresh, bitterish, uplifting pink fragrance. And then the last one I tried, and I think this was my favourite out of everything I've tried so far, and it's called Bluebell Forget-Me-Not. Bluebell Forget-Me-Not. I can't see if you can see, but very pretty packaging. My first thought when I smelt this is Lizzie, I think, would love this one. Lizzie off of Rose and Jones. And I had it here, and it's still here actually. I did spray this after my shower, so that's why it's still here, fairly strong. And it is a powdery, I don't know if it's, I wonder if there's some ionones in here, so giving it a violety tone. It's not full on violet, but it feels like there might be some of the more woody violet aroma chemical. I can't remember if it's ionone B, not sure. I've got some ionones, A, B, and there's probably loads of others as well. And one of them was more woody, and I think that might be the B one. And when I first sprayed it, so I'm gonna spray it now on my skin back over the top. It's a beautifully, this one is a perfumey perfume, so it's not exactly, it's not gourmand really. I don't think it's gourmand at all. Yeah, when you first spray it, there's this beautiful clean floral smell with a little hint of green to it, just a hint. Very spring-like. It's moist. It makes me think of a moist spring morning. I've never smelled, well, I've tried to smell bluebells. The ones I tried to smell didn't seem to have any scent to me, so I don't know really what bluebells actually smell like or are supposed to smell like. But I wonder if there's, I don't know if it's violet leaf. Might not be violet leaf, but there's something that's green and watery. You know how violet leaf can be ozonic, kind of like watery green, but can have a slightly weird violet, you know, like in how it is in Fahrenheit. It can almost smell a bit like petroleum. Doesn't really smell like that, which is why I'm doubting that it's violet leaf. But it's something along those lines. So a watery greenness that's a little on the sweet side. And pretty fresh florals that I can't pin down. Not exotic white florals, not beachy type florals, you know. Some florals I'm not as familiar with, but definitely smell quite clean. Probably a sort of florals that might end up in a air freshener, like I'm not sure whether that would be sort of like a freesia or something like that. But those sort of air freshener florals, not to say this smells like air freshener, but those kind of florals that just end up being the choice of companies to put in air fresheners, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Yeah, it's a really pretty spring floral with a little bit of green and moist, but then when it dries down, it's a little more dry, a little more powdery. The florals are not so big, they're calmed down and mixing with this sort of, I guess a musky, powdery, slightly floral thing. But I really like this one. This is so nice. It's different to anything that I've got. It would be my choice for conjuring up a spring day, really. And yeah, if you just want to smell clean, happy, approachable, pretty, yeah, I like that one. That one is really nice. So Bluebell Forget-Me-Not, not a gourmand. I don't really pick up anything particularly sweet apart from the florals themselves. They're reasonably sweet, but it doesn't feel like there's any gourmand notes in here, or even any vanilla, I don't think. If there is any vanilla, then it is dealt with in a very, very small dose. So that's my favourite so far out of everything I've talked about. Time to musk up is here. Hello Rudy, how are you? Em says she's so sensitive to calone and cascalone. Okay, I'm not sure I know cascalone, but yeah, I do think it might be calone. I think it's okay in small doses, but when it is like made into a big part of a fragrance, something a bit catchy about it. Tracy says Nina Bonita has a lift to it from the musk. Oh, lovely. Thought I could smell a floral, but it's not listed. I wish I've got that one now. St. Jenny says Panettone was beautiful, but couldn't wear it. That's that Masca Milano brand that's in the blue bottles. I was curious about that. I saw Peter and his sister did a video, didn't they? And she said that she would probably prefer it as a, I don't know if she said she would prefer it as a candle or something like that, but that's the idea that I get from just the way that it sounds, is that it's probably something I would prefer to just smell as a candle or room freshener in some way. Okay, let's try the violet one. I think most of you know that I'm a big fan of violet. And this one's called Victoria Violet. So I wanted to save this, as tempted as I was to try it earlier. I thought we'd do this one first impressions on the channel. So yeah, Victorian Violet. I have no idea what other notes are in here apart from violet. I'm guessing it's not going to be gourmand, but it could go Parma Violet, which is a sweet, so could be that. Yes, it's Devon Violets. It's a classic violet smell. It reminds me of the Penhaligon's Violetta as well, which is lovely. I gave my mum a bottle a few years ago now, before it was discontinued, and she's still got it. I was so tempted to steal it back. I love that one. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of Violetta from Penhaligon's. So it's airy, it's light. There's an almost a menthol feel to it. It's not menthol, but it's got that, you know how that evaporation thing that goes on with things like menthol and mint and eucalyptus and all of that. There's something evaporaty about it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's nice. A little bit of a chalky feel, which I like. A little hint of green in here as well. Potentially this could be violet leaf as well, but it's not really green. There's just this tiny hint of greenery to it. Something a little creamy about it. So it's not just pure chalky, something sort of creamy, not in a adding cream, you know, cream to coffee kind of cream, but just the texture, like a body lotion, creamy kind of thing. Clean, yeah, clean. Almost a hint on the soapy side as well. Really nice. Can't wait to try this one. I might put this on skin, but we're going to say if I've got any skin left, we'll bear this one in mind to put on skin. I like it. I do like it. It's very traditional. It's called traditional, isn't it? No, it's called Victorian Violet. A very traditional sort of old-fashioned violet scent, which I like. So I'll just put that here. So that's a potential to put on a bit of skin if I can find it. We're actually getting through these quite quickly. The next one is Vanilla Cream Love Bomb. And St. Jenny said, it smells so realistic. We're talking about Panettone. It smells so realistic, but you couldn't wear it, as you say, with some, some gourmands. Okay, right then. I have a feeling this one will be too gourmand for me, but I mean, I picked some of these out of pure curiosity. I'm not because I think that they're going to be my, you know, holy grail of whatever. I just was curious. So this one's called Vanilla Cream Love Bomb, and I am expecting it to be proper full-on gourmand based on that name. Did I show you it? Not sure. There it is. Oh yeah, I can see. Oh wow, this is like sickly sweet. sickly sweet, like creamy. Yeah, I'd say it's quite lactonic. Really, really sweet. I'm not sure if it's just really, really sweet or if it's the nature of the notes that has me feeling like my teeth are going to fall out. What is it? It's a bit like the taste of cream soda. Cream soda, I don't know if you have that elsewhere in the world, but or I guess another alternative would be lemonade, but then adding a load of vanilla ice cream, so you get that creaminess. Yeah, it's cream soda. It's full on cream soda. Who knows cream soda? Let me know. It's really sweet. I couldn't wear this. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's very foodie, even though I'm referencing a drink. There is some fizzy fruitiness behind. It's coming through now. Yeah, it's very creamy, vanillic. It does make, yeah, it makes me think of lemonade with ice cream, with an ice cream float in it. But it is lightening up. So it's like something's cutting through that sweetness now. Don't know what the fruitiness is. What's the name of it again? Vanilla cream love bomb. It wouldn't surprise me if there's something like a lemon in here, very, very subtly done, that's just sort of like cutting through and making me think of lemonade with ice cream in it. Yeah, I think if you've got a really sweet tooth, if you like full-on gourmands, you're probably going to like this one, but this is just a bit too sweet for me. So yeah, that was Vanilla Cream Love Bomb. Tracy, have you tried this one? Next one is Night Jasmine and Lotus Blossom. Here we are. Night Jasmine and Lotus Blossom. Let's see what that is. Okay. Have you liked the stream? Click the like button. It will be very helpful. I know it's a Monday afternoon. I wasn't expecting many people here, but I'm busy this evening. I've got choir practice, so I needed to do this during the day. This is nice. This is another quite clean smelling floral. Yes, it does make me think of air fresheners, if I'm completely honest. It's not like I don't know, the jasmine in Frasi's. Tracy knows what one I'm trying to think of. It's not like the jasmine in Paris Monte Carlo's Jasmine de Paix. Hey Eugene, nice to see you. It does smell a bit air freshenery to me. Like it's pretty and it's very clean, but yeah. Oh, it's getting more interesting. Although, how do I explain it? Yeah, there's just a tiny hint of something clean in there. It's definitely not a dirty jasmine. It's not indolic. Well, I don't think so. But it does smell, it's very floral. I can't smell anything really else coming through. There's nothing coming through at the moment that's making it, sweetening it up. Just, yeah, at the moment I think maybe I've had an air freshener that smells like this and I just can't help the fact that that's how it smells to me. So yeah, I think we'll come back to that and see if it does anything else, because yeah, I'm sure it probably, on skin I'm sure it'd be different and there'd be different nuances, but at the moment I can't get past that it smells a little bit air freshenery. Right, the next one is Fleur d'Or. So golden flower, I think that means. And I don't remember. I think this might be the Ylang Ylang one. I think. I don't know if I've got any notes. I think the only notes I've got is for the rose ones, which we'll be doing in a moment. So Fleur d'Or. Yeah, I like this one a lot better. It's much more interesting. It's very interesting actually. It's almost got a strange plasticky note to it. Not coming from the plastic. There's just a very unusual note in here. It is Ylang Ylang. I'm getting that now. But it's not like Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee or Vanilla de Tahiti. I guess it's reminding me a little bit of, you can't get this at the moment, Brigantia's, what was it called? Fleur, Beza Fleur? Oh, it means velvet kiss in Italian. I can't remember what it was called now. Veluto? It's gone. This is a very strange, it started out plasticky, but that note is evolving into something more pleasant. Something minty. I'm not sure if there's something minty in here. Maybe even something a little dirtier, not really like filthy, but this is nice. I like it. It's making me think. It's not simple. It's not necessarily going to be a love for you know, a lot of people. Some people are going to find this one quite weird. But that's what I like about it. Yeah, something. Imagine chewing gum and then you roll it in the earth outside, and then you mix it with some Ylang Ylang. Something like that. Or almost like a wood polish. Really, really interesting. I want to put this on my skin. I really like it. But it's so weird. But in a nice way, it is a sweeter perfume. So potentially we've got some vanilla in here or something sweetening it up like that. Like that one a lot, and it's getting better and better. So I can't wait to try that one. So I'll pop that one down here as well as a potential to stick it on my skin in a minute. And now we've got the Pistachio Almond Rose. I love the colouring of this. That is so attractive to my eyes. It's just, those colours really get me. Jasmine with hints of glade. Yeah, I feel bad saying it, but I've you know, I don't ever want to say anything negative, particularly about a small company. And it's not a negative. That's my subjective sort of. I can't help what my memories link smells to, if you know what I mean. Someone else might find a lot more in it than I have. So don't write it off just based on what I say. Here we go then. Pistachio Almond Rose. Oh wow, oh my gosh, this is full on. I mean, it smells a bit like marzipan, but it's also, it's biscotti. This is proper biscotti. So this is those amazing Italian biscuits that have got almond in them, almond flavouring, like full on. I'm not sure I can find anything else at the moment. So yeah, this at the moment is one of those full-on pure gourmand type scents that to me would really be good as a candle. Might be too gourmand for me, bit too sweet for me, which I expected anyway, but I had to try it because I love pistachio, everything pistachio, not necessarily the actual nuts. I don't really eat nuts. I find them too dry. I'm always moaning about everything being too dry. Do you know what? I'm a dry person. I don't drink enough water. I've never in my life drunk enough water. I'm always dehydrated. And I think that's why I really steer clear of dry stuff, and eating nuts is very drying. So I think that's part of it. But I love pistachio flavoured everything and almond flavoured everything. And I've even come around to peanuts recently with my Reese's Pieces obsession, which has calmed right down now, by the way. I've since I had my problem with my colon, and then I was having trouble eating stuff for a while. Now I'm on some medication. I can eat pretty much everything. Mostly I don't know what I can't eat, just sometimes some things cause me problems. But I got out of the habit of eating a lot of stuff, and so I don't now eat as much of pistachio, as much Reese's Pieces, and I just out of the habit of eating. Well, no, I mean, I'm eating, but I'm out of the habit of snacking, or because I had to really slow down. I had to eat something and to see what happened when I didn't know what was. Well, still don't know what's wrong, but before I got any medication, it was unpleasant. So I would eat something and wait an hour to make sure I was okay. So I've slowed my eating down. It's just a habit now, which is good. I lost a little bit of weight, although yeah, quite like to lose, quite like to carry on losing weight, but feel really good at the same time. So yeah, this is nice. I think I'm now getting a hint of the rose coming through as well. But it's basically full on pistachio. I'd say more biscuit than ice cream. So I think the texture there is more of a almost a desiccated. So if you think about a desiccated coconut, imagine that texture in a pistachio. Or maybe it could be a pistachio ice cream with a load of desiccated pistachio on top, and maybe some biscuit crumbs. Anyway, it's almondy more than anything else, I would say. I don't know if I would say I smell pistachio without knowing what it's called. I would say mostly it's an almondy smell to me, a biscuity almondy smell. Yeah, Jimbo, I know, so early. It's just I've got choir practice later, and I really wanted to get through sniffing these today, so I couldn't do it tonight. Bamboo for You says I love pistachio nuts, and Scent Jenny says I love almond scents. You're making me peckish, says Bamboo. Yeah, I mean this is lovely. This is, if you like gourmands, I'd say this is pretty amazing. If you like your almond, if you like your pistachio, then that is pretty damn good. Might just it is too sweet for me, but I really enjoy it. So now we're going to move on to the rose ones, and I actually have the notes. Maybe I should smell them first before I look at the notes, otherwise I'll get influenced. So we've got 4 left. I dreamed of a rose. I dreamed of a rose. So I love the sound of that. I like the idea of a fragrance being dreamlike. Let's have a look. Have a look, have a smell. Well, that's nice. Right, what do we get here? It's rose, but feels quite dark. Like almost a tiny bit jammy, so maybe there's a little bit of a fruit in here. Yeah, it's a nice fruitiness about this. It's not so dark now, but it has got depth. Maybe a hint of soapiness at the same time, but just a mild hint. And maybe even something like a mint lifting it up. Oh, I like that. So I'm describing it as a fruity, semi-fresh rose. Very, very pleasant. Let's see what's in it. Right, I dreamed of a rose. Right, there's actually a description here. This is a beautiful rosy rose, uplifting, refreshing, with some seductive sweetness, yet full of the passion of a mature rose brings. Hints of jasmine, sambac and deep woods bring heady romance and seduction, while violet, peach and lychee lift the perfume and bring bright youthfulness. The whole scent then rounds out to an intoxicating, dreamy rose eau de parfum with lasting power. So there's more in the note listing. There's rose, jasmine, violet, ylang ylang, peach, powder, white musk, honey, tuberose, cashmere, cedarwood, frankincense, ambergris, and patchouli. I think that is really nice. I don't pick up a lot, but in terms of the note listing, but I can understand that it's there. It's really, really nice. I like that one a lot. I dreamed of a rose. I want to try that one on skin soon as well. Okay. Do you know what I've been thinking lately? I really want to find my perfect rose, because I'm so fussy with rose. I don't like it to go too soapy, so Lyric, I'm not sure if it's the men or the women's one, but the Amouage Lyric, really soapy. It's too soapy for me. Intense Cafe is a bit too sweet and a bit too linear. What else? No, let's pop this one down here. I guess I like my roses a bit dark and gothic, but a touch jammy, little bit of sweetness. Yes, incensey is great, syrupy is good, but not too sweet, not too synthetic. Definitely not with really dry woods, or not too green. I don't want to smell the whole rose bush. I just want the rose and some edible stuff maybe. So yeah, just on the hunt now. If you've got any suggestions, although maybe we'll find my perfect rose in here. Next one's called Rose Velvet, and let's see how this one goes. Jimbo's got a meeting soon. We'll watch back later. Have a great day. Claire and everyone, thank you, Jimbo. Nice to see you. St. Jenny says, I like the Rose in Histoire de Parfums 1969. Not sure if I've tried that. This is different. So this is, I don't know if it's fresher. I wonder if there's blackcurrant. Something a little fresh, sour, green about it, which makes me think of blackcurrant. It's nice though. It's definitely more refreshing. A little bit bitter. That is nice. These are good. I would happily wear quite a few of these. These two roses for sure. I feel like there's some sort of pink fruit in here. Something a bit watery. Let's have a look, see what it says. What one is it? Rose Velvet. I'll give you the notes first. So raspberry, rhubarb, rose. You've got all these different roses, geranium, blackcurrant. I'm good, aren't I? Tuberose, blackberry, patchouli, cedarwood, vanilla and frankincense. So I think the bitterness is probably coming from the rhubarb and the blackcurrant. And it does have a little bit of fruitiness. And I think that greenness that I'm getting is probably from the blackcurrant as well. And maybe the geranium. That's really nice. I like that one as well. I'm impressed with these because they feel a lot more nuanced, complex than I think I was expecting based on the price point. And it's an, you know, it's an Etsy seller, so it's not I guess an established brand. You just get these ideas in your head, don't you? And I have to say I'm very impressed. I like that. The blackberry and the blackcurrant are just giving it such a nice, fresh, sweet, juicy, yet sort of bittery greenness all at once. It's really nice. Scent Jenny, thank you so much. She says, have to jump off now for work. Thanks, Claire. That is lovely of you. Very, very kind. So thank you for that. Right then, let's move on to the next rose. And it's Black Rose Musk. And I like the colouring of this label as well. Based on first impressions, I can see me buying one or two of these. Obviously, I will give them a skin test. Things change. Some things on paper can be better or worse than skin. But yeah, very, very impressed. I can't get it to spray. Here we go. Ooh. And yeah, these samples are really generous. 3 meals for the sale price is about £3. So, you know, you're going to get a few wearings out, at least a few wearings out of these, which is great. What is this? Communist draws stuff. I threw a newborn baby out the window and my best friend caught it. Is that a joke and we're waiting for a punchline? Or do we have a troll in our midst? Let's find out. So this is Black Rose Musk. Oh, this smells like incense. I like this. It smells like, I've got a Black Rose incense. I've been burning incense sticks called Black Rose. That's their fragrance name. And that actually reminds me of it. It's very musky. Almost pot-pourri, like dusty, incensey rose. Oh wow, this is amazing. This is different. This is not something you smell every day. Someone might say, oh, it smells a bit like an old lady's house maybe, because it sort of has this pot-pourri, musky, dusty feel about it. It feels like there's a lot going on in here, but it's all just blended to make this potpourri / incense smell. I like that. This could be a very expensive niche fragrance. Just based on first impressions, this is quite it's very interesting. It smells really good. Doesn't smell, I don't know, it doesn't smell generic at all. This is exceptional. I was not expecting that. So Black Rose Musk, absolutely love it. I mean, I'm a big fan of incensey smells, but I don't like the incense to take over so much or be too smoky. But this is amazing. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Can I describe it any better? Probably should try. It feels like there's a lot more going on in here than just rose and incense. Maybe some fruits, maybe some other flowers, but altogether it's very dusty and incensey. So let's have a look and see what Black Rose Musk. It says, those who love this really love this. It is seriously dark, sensual and inviting, strong and not for wallflowers. It also has special powers. We've got Damascus rose, rose geranium, violet lily, Moroccan rose, powder, leather, cannabis rose. Rose Otto, Rose Absolute, Hyacinth, Champaca, Frankincense, Black Musk, Oud, Cedarwood, Tonka and Amber. So quite the note list in there. Is it anything like a Rose 4 by Florist? I don't think I've tried that one, Em. I would say it's very multifaceted. Rose is the dominant note, but you can tell that there are other things sort of squashed in, and then it is very incensey, like walking into an incense shop. It says there's oud. I don't pick up on anything dirty. And I don't pick up on that horrible fake Western oud either, thank God. Is maybe just adding a little bit of woodsiness, but really it smells, you know, it smells like lots of different resins mixed with dried flowers, and yeah, an incense shop. It's quite special, it really is. And I didn't expect that. I guess with the, you know, with the packaging of this brand as well, it's very cutesy, which absolutely attracts my attention. But I was expecting, you know, a lot of sweetness, too much sweetness maybe. I wasn't expecting something as sophisticated as this. This is sophisticated. I get a sense of something like a black. I don't think there was a blackberry listed in this one, but I do feel like something a little blackberry-like in here as well. Stunning, amazing. I can't get over it. So I can't get over how good this is. So I'll just remind you what that one is. Black Rose Musk. I honestly, right now, need it in my life. I need it in my life. What's next? Final one then, Lily and White Rose. I won't expect to like this. I generally don't love Lily. I don't hate Lily either. I just find it a little green and a little sharp sometimes. But one might be surprised. If Tracy's still around, thank you so much for highlighting this brand, because it's amazing. It really is. Yeah, I can smell already the lily in the air. So it's quite a green lily. At the moment, I think all I get is lily, but I find that certain notes in perfume, if they're in there and they're fairly dominant, they just take over for me, and lily can do that. So this smells like a fairly realistic, watery green lily. Very clean, not too sharp. Could also smell a little bit like daffodils. If you think of, is it Vara from Penhaligon's? Maybe a little bit daffodilly as well. Very spring-like, fresh, bridal, clean, green, watery. It's very nice. Lily's not my thing, so I probably wouldn't. I don't know, would I wear it? I would wear it. Not have an issue wearing it, but it might be a little green for my taste. If you look at the colours behind me on the picture, it's like sort of watery green. And let's see what's in here. Lily of the Valley, White Rose, Tuberose, Gardenia, Rose Geranium, Cedarwood and White Musk. Yeah, it says very uplifting, feminine, bridal and fresh. Makes you feel soft and dreamy. Yeah, I can totally get that. I think if you like a lily, I do get a lot more lily. I don't know if I even find the rose or much else at the moment. It's creamy. It's like a lily scented body lotion, so it's got that creaminess. And I can tell there's more going to come through. But yeah, we'll leave that one at that. And I think we're going to try and put one on my skin. Do I put on the one that I really loved, or do I try something else? We're fairly clean up here, so I could put something up here. Does anyone want to tell me what to put on my skin? The violet one. Oh, there's this ylang ylang one, Flur d'Or. It's lighter now. It's gone a little fruity. I feel like there's almost like a tropical fruit feel in here. Bit powdery. I'm definitely much more excited by the black rose one, so I think we'll do the black rose one if I can find it. That's it, isn't it? That's rose velvet. Let's have a quick sniff of rose velvet again. Yeah, that's nice. I do feel like this, I don't know if this one had geranium, but if it smells like this one's got geranium. I know quite a few had geranium listed, but I wasn't picking up on it. But this one, rose velvet, smells like it might have a bit of geranium. So geranium to me is a little sharp, and I don't love geraniums, and I feel like that's really coming out in rose velvet. So I don't think that's for me. I'm just re-smelling everything. I dreamed of a rose. Oh, this is lovely. I really like this one. I dreamed of a rose. It's pretty, fruity, clean, uplifting. Really nice. I dreamed of a rose. The purple one, the violet one. That's nice. It's gone in a slightly different direction. It's got some of those, it smells like it's got some of those clean soapy aldehydes that I'm picking up in Snuggle Bug and white musk. It feels like it's going in that direction, which is nice, but it's not how it started out. Although it's keeping some of the violetness, but it is going, it's quite strongly going in a soapy, clean, aldehydic kind of way. But I like it, but it's just not what it was. So then we'll go back to the one that I loved the most. This is changing. I think some of the darker resins are coming out. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I love it as much as I did when I first sprayed it, but it's going on skin because that's the only way to know. Definitely still like it, but that opening, that incense rose, dusty, dark thing was quite something. So yeah, let's give that a moment to settle. It's lovely. It feels like it's got a little spice to it as well. Yeah, it feels quite spicy on my skin. I don't remember, was there any spices? No listed spicy notes, but you never know. If I don't know if a cannabis rose would be spicy, or if hyacinths sort of has like a pepperiness about it, doesn't it? So yeah, this one's got a lot of roses, violet lily, powder leather, hyacinth champaca, frankincense. Frankincense, can that smell a bit spicy? Black musk, don't even know what that is. Oud, cedarwood, tonka, amber. It's powerful. It definitely has a spice, something a little peppery about it, and a little bit earthy at the same time, and a bit sweet. It's got a lot going on in it. It's a big statement of a fragrance. and it's complex. It's not I wouldn't recommend it for someone working with small children. It's not an easy to love for everyone kind of fragrance. A lot of these are very, very approachable. This could be an amouage. I'm not even joking. I'm not talking about modern amouage because I don't find them that impressive, but imagine amouage in its heyday. This is what I would expect Lyric Man to smell like, maybe. Spicy, resinous, rich, dark, sexy, gothic, plush, intense, bold. I think I'm getting too excited. Maybe time for me to go now. So I think, I mean, it's quite clear that out of everything I've sniffed from this brand is my favourite. Obviously that might change as I try them all on my skin and I get to learn them and you get to the dry down and stuff like that. I'm just going to quickly tell you what my top favourites are in case you're thinking of sampling them, and you know, if we share similar tastes, it'll give you an idea of what to go for. So obviously the Black Rose Musk was my favourite out of everything, but there was another rose I really liked, which was, I think, the I Dreamed of a Rose, and that's a really pretty, slightly sweet, slightly fruity, very nicely balanced take on a almost gourmand. It's the right level of gourmand for me, so that's really nice. Clean, fruity, slightly sweet rose, very, very pleasant. The Bluebell one, which I think is here, Bluebell ones, so I'll show you it. Bluebell Forget Me Not, there, is more difficult for me to describe. Slightly woody, powdery, floral, almost violet, but I'm not sure it necessarily is violet. But just imagine, use your imagination, conjure up some purple and blue flowers, and imagine the scent of the petals, and then a slight hint of green. That's a very nice one, Bluebell Forget Me Not. If you love gourmands, the sweetest ones here. Look, I've got a hair on my lip. The sweetest ones here, the full-on gourmand ones: pistachio, almond, rose, very, very almondy, biscotti, vanilla cream, love bomb, smell like a cream soda or a lemonade float. And if you love really clean sort of soapy scents, then the white musk, very creamy, soapy, sort of aldehyde type scent that dries down to something a bit like an isoe super. And Snuggle Bug, similar to white musk, but add some rich sweetness that I can't quite pinpoint, whether it's toffee, maple syrup, something quite sweet, sort of stirred into this very clean, smooth, soapy cauldron. So yeah, that's it. I think I am done. That was quite a lot to sniff in one go. I hope that you enjoyed the video or the live stream or whatever. We have been now going for an hour, so I think that's enough. Thank you everyone so much for joining, and I'm sorry that we're up the wrong way, but technology and all that, and I will catch you all later. Bye.